What's up everyone, KitaSean here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a trailer reaction video to the recently announced and playable 4-star archer Asagami Fujino in FGO Arcade. Now, this kind of surprised a lot of people because no one thought that Asagami Fujino would be put into arcade so soon because she recently came into FGO mobile. So yeah, it really surprised us, but at the same time it doesn't really, because the length of the collab that's going on right now in arcade, Guardian of Sinners, Kata no Kyokai, is until the end of May. But everyone thought that it was only going to be, you know, Shiki Saber, Shiki Assassin, but they threw in Asagami Fujino. Now, the reason why it makes sense is, well, again, it's a, you know, long period for this event, and it's arcade. It's a totally different game from the mobile. It's like, you know, 3D, you're walking around everywhere and you're fighting other players kind of thing. So yeah, it makes sense why they added in, you know, a fairly new servant from FGO. But anyways, is she going to be good? We don't know. I think she's going to be mid-tier, because tier actually does matter in FGO PvP because, well, it's considered, you know, like a fighting game. But Asagami Fujino, archers aren't really considered really good in PvP because they're somewhat slow. They don't really have good MP gain, even though they do have power, but they don't really have good knockback, and knockback in FGO is pretty big. It's like a stun state in a way, so you know, keep hitting the enemy and they knock back. They're like, oh no, I can't attack, and once they're in that state, you can, you know, attack them, or you can have a friend help attack kind of thing and kill off that enemy. So Arjuna is actually considered a top tier archer according to a friend of mine in Japan. He said that Arjuna has a really good attack that knocks a lot of the enemies back, and his MP gain is really good. So Arjuna is apparently considered top 5 in PvP right now in FGO Arcade. Kind of surprising because you would think Gilgamesh would be top tier. I really thought Gilgamesh would be top tier because, well, when he first came out, there was like a wall, and he was behind that wall, and how he attacks, obviously he brings out all his weapons from, you know, his gate, right? So the enemy's on the other side of the wall, and he would just attack and boom 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 boom. So I thought, you know, Gilgamesh would be OP, but that's when he first came out, and obviously all these new servants started coming out, and archers were, you know, considered mid-tier. But again, Arjuna is considered one of the best, and not only that, he's actually really fast according to my friend as well. I don't have him, I've never seen him in FGO Arcade. I've never seen any gameplay footage of Arjuna actually, but I trust my friend. He plays arcade like literally like 3 times a week. He spends a lot of money on that game, so I trust him a lot. I you know, I take his word from that. But apparently Waver and Janna d'Arc are also really good. The only problem about Janna d'Arc is that she still has her stun after MP. But anyways, putting all that aside, let's go ahead and watch the trailer. This is my first time watching it. I want to see what she can do. I want to see her attack animations, and of course that noble phantasm in 3D. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you can do, Asagami Fujino. So of course they're gonna show off the summoning animation here. They're gonna show her quote and everything. I feel like they should do this for FGO Mobile, you know, instead of just showing the noble phantasm.
年若い魔術師さん、浅上藤野と申します。クラスはアーチャーでいいのでしょうか。できることといえば、物を曲げる手品のような超能力だけで、私、お役に立てるかしら。
I really wanted her. Like, she's actually one of my favorite characters in Kata no Kyokai, so I really wanted her. So of course Archer like attacks long range. Yeah. Oh, pretty good knockback. And her noble phantasm. Ooh. Okay, so just like, you know, FGO mobile. All right. Interesting. So that was the trailer for Asagami Fujino. Looking at it, her knockback seems to be pretty good. We didn't really get to see any close range attacks, which I feel like is pretty important for an archer as well, but her range seems pretty decent. I don't think it's gonna go pretty far. I mean, it really depends how fast her speed is too. Can she catch up to the enemy character after knocking back, like knock back and then run towards and then attack again? Can she do that? Can she not do that? Her Noble Phantasm, I don't think it showed any range, like how far she can get the enemies in her range. Let me see here. So like decent, range when it comes to normal attacks. And the knockback's not that bad. Yeah, it didn't show her what do you call it? Her Noble Phantasm range. So we don't know how far she needs to be or how close she needs to be in order to, get the enemies in her Noble Phantasm range. But I mean, I want her. I do. I kind of wish I was in Japan still so that I can roll for her. I actually have a lot of 10 shots saved up in my account right now. I mean, obviously I still have to pay for those 10 shots, but like when I go to Japan, I can actually 10 shot like right away instead of like grinding for those 10 shots. But Asagami Fujino, really excited for her in FGO Arcade. Again, I kind of wish I was still in Japan so I can get her. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.